Everybody, I'm back. I'm going to try to do another book review like super speedy right now because the maintenance guy is going to come back and he said 10 minutes, give or take a few, so we'll see how long that really is. I'm going to be reviewing The Awakening by Kelley Armstrong. This is the second in the, I think it's Darkest Powers trilogy. Yeah, his other one is Darkness Rising. So I don't know, one of those. This is the second one. The first one was The Summoning that I read in March. And I really liked that. And someone gave me this one even though I wasn't planning on buying it for a while. So I got to read it earlier than I planned to. My opinion about the cover is it is practically interchangeable with the first one. If you look on the back, I don't have the other books with me, but these are the other two books in the series, and it's all the same except the angle, like the tilt of the girl's head and the color of the stone. That's it. Oh my god, just as I was saying that, the maintenance guy came back. But anyway, where was I? This is the lamest, or one of the lamest set of book covers I have ever seen. It's just like they had the one girl just kind of like look middle, one side, and the other side, and then they only show, like, what is the point of that? Like, put a little bit more effort into this, people. Anyway, spoilers for the first book, The Summoning. If you haven't read that, don't watch this. This picks up where The Summoning left off. Chloe and the other kids, her friends, were caught in their attempted escape from Lyle House, and now they are kind of held captive in the Edison group's lair, so to speak. It turns out that they, not only did they all have, superpowers, essentially they were all genetically engineered by a group of people, the Edison group, who all had, or most of them had powers themselves, to try to actually make their powers weaker. That way it wouldn't affect their lives so much, because a lot of people with these powers had problems. But this specific group were the failures of that experiment, with one exception who was a success. They were the failures, so they were put in, their powers were actually stronger and less controllable, so they were put in the Lyle House to try to get that under control. And obviously in this one, Chloe and her friends want to escape again, because the Edison group is really not doing a good thing, even though they think they are. These books are, I really feel like, geared towards younger teens. Chloe is only 15, and she is a pretty realistic 15-year-old, I have to say. I really like her, and I like all of the characters in their group, really. I think, I don't know, they're realistic in a way, but they're kind of not, and it's kind of clean fiction, and although it deals with some tough-ish issues, there's nothing like too mature about it. And I feel like this would have been an absolute favorite book of mine if it had come out and I had read it when I was in like middle school. I'm sure it would have been like one of my #1 books. And I'm a little bit older now, but it doesn't stop me from really liking this series, even though I can't say, oh my god, this is amazing, one of my favorite books ever. I still really like it. I like the characters, and I like the teenagers, Chloe and her friend Simon, Derek. You get to learn a lot more about some of the other characters in this one. You find out things that you necessarily thought about them in the first book. The Summoning, not quite true. You especially get to learn more about Tori, who was just the resident rich bitch, pardon my French, from The Summoning. Really, there's a little bit more to her that we get to find out in this book, because she plays a much bigger role, which I really liked. And the romantic relationship in this too. I was saying in another video that I think it was under the Never Sky review, I like having a relationship develop over the course of a series, and not necessarily like, oh my god, in the first book throw them together already. And that's really what's happening in this Darkest Powers trilogy. Is in the first book there were hints towards romance, and then this one is kind of hinting you towards something else, which is not what I was expecting after reading the first book. And I'm actually very pleasantly surprised, and I'm really excited to see like if I'm mistaken or if it's really going to go that way in the third book. It's not taking the obvious route. It's doing things a little bit differently, which I'm very pleasantly surprised and happy about. And this is just a cute, fun series. I mean, not totally fun because like people do die in it and stuff, and there's bad things going on. But I like it a lot, and it's definitely safe for younger readers to read as well as adults. So I give, again, 4 out of 5 stars to The Awakening by Kelley Armstrong. Thanks, and I'll see you guys in my next video.